Good day, everyone. Good day. I was just turning on Instagram. So we are live on Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa. And Sip is Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. So, welcome, everyone. Welcome to today's show. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you to everyone who joined me last night for our special edition of SIP, which is meditation with the full moon. We did a full spiritual practice with the energy of the full strawberry moon in Sagittarius. You can go out today. It's clearer today in New York, so you may be able to see this beautiful full moon this evening if you couldn't see it last night. But I would encourage you to just spend a little time when the moon rises and just go out and say thank you and give a gratitude. And for those of you who did participate, I want to clarify something about what we did. So we released by writing on a piece of paper the things we were releasing, what we wanted to let go of. And the instruction is to burn that if you can safely, because Sagittarius has fire energy. So burn whatever it is that you are releasing if you can do so safely. If not, just rip it up. And then what you wrote in your journal, which was answering the question around what is coming forth for you. And I'm going to get the exact question. What is the something new you are stepping into? Is it a fresh start, a sacred shift, a divine call, a threshold? We wrote that into our journals. And the other question in a different way is what new path or direction is calling me now? What direction or path is calling me now? So those were the two questions for your journal. And so we're keeping that, right? And we are just being with that, inviting whatever wants to come through around that to come through. And we're capturing that through our inspirational journaling. So I hope that clarifies. All right. So that leads us into today. And I was thinking about our new series today, and I really enjoyed our series over these last couple of weeks, talking about if we had our life to live over, and if you're carrying something that doesn't belong to you, to put that down and to let it go. And so it seems to me I've been in this space of transition, if you will, this space of clearing and creating space for that which is coming through that may be new or maybe evolving. If it's not new, it just may be evolving. And some of you may be in that space as well. And so I was thinking about that last night, this morning, and I remembered a talk that I heard Bob Roth give before we would do our transcendental meditation. He gives like a 5-minute talk about the genius of nature. And one of these talks, he was talking about something called liminal space. Liminal space. And I wrote the words down because I never heard that word before, liminal. And I got very curious about it. And then I just forgot about it. And so it popped into my mind again last night after meditation with the moon and me asking those questions about what new path or direction is calling me now, right? What is something new that I'm willing to step into? It made me think about that talk that Bob gave about liminal space. So I looked it up this morning. I looked up the definition for liminal space. And what it means is this. It's two definitions. One is the psychology of relating to or situated at the limen. And the limen, Limen, is a threshold at which a stimulus begins to produce an effect. So you're at a threshold, and when you cross that threshold, you are now stepping into the effect. And we're going to get more into that. I want to share the second definition. Liminal, of or relating to a transitional or intermediate state, stage, or period. And the origin of the word comes from a Latin word that means threshold. So I was getting ready to say it's curious, but it's not so curious because this month, my theme at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, where I'm the spiritual leader, is commencement as communion. And I've been talking about graduating because my girls are graduating from high school. They are stepping over the threshold into college in a couple of months. And I'm very present to this because it's my girls, right? And so this theme of where I am in my personal life, I'm seeing it pop up all over the place, which is pretty common. Anytime we start to think about focus on something, we'll see more evidence of it because our reticular activating system has been activated. And so we're more aware of those things. So I'm very much aware of the energy of transitions, the energy of the threshold, right? That feeling of the in between, right? So something is ending and the next thing hasn't quite yet begun yet, right? So we're in that in between, standing at the threshold. And the other way to look at liminal, you could look at it from a physical place. So a physical location could be a liminal space, like a hallway or a waiting room or a parking lot, right? Or it can also be a metaphorical state of being, like being in a transition. So for our intents and purposes here on SIP, I'm inviting you to think about it as a transitional state, right? Where you are graduating from something, you are completing something, and you are preparing to cross into something else. You are preparing to cross into something else. So when we're in these liminal spaces, it can evoke all kinds of emotions. And for me, being in this liminal space of my girls graduating from high school, preparing to go to college, being in this threshold with them is evoking emotions for me as well. It's invoking the emotions of unease and excitement and nostalgia, just thinking about them growing up, being 3 years old and now they're 18 years old. So there's some nostalgia. There's this sense of uncertainty because our lives are about to shift, right? You talk about a shift. Our lives are about to shift from what we have known for the last 18 years, stepping into crossing into a threshold of the unknown because we don't know. We don't, um, this is our first rodeo, if you will, of having our girls leave to go to college. So think about your own life. Think about a time that you have been in a liminal space, or maybe you're in a liminal space right now and you're feeling unease and you're feeling uncertainty, and you may even be feeling fear. just know that whatever you're feeling is congruent to being in this space, this liminal space, right? And it's okay. It's okay to feel whatever you are feeling because you are shifting, you are moving forward. And as I said last night, the energy of this full moon invites us to not only move forward, but to also move upward, right? So, upward in consciousness, right? Upward in our stages of consciousness of just being that vessel for the good to flow through and as. So that's where we're going the rest of this week. We're going to explore liminal space, see how it applies to your life now or maybe before. What lessons did you learn if you have gone through, and all of us have gone through a stage of liminal space, a stage of transitioning, a stage of ending something and beginning something else. We have all been there. So, what lessons have you learned? How do you support yourself when you find yourself in a transition period, when you're stepping into something that may be even greater than you've ever experienced before? How do you hold yourself? How do you support yourself? So, we're going to dig into that some more tomorrow. So, Liminal Space is our series this week. All right, y'all. Let me check in with you all. Good day, Pamela. It's good to see you. Good day, Fee. Thank you for sharing. All right. All right. Yes, the full moon is encouraging us to move forward and upward in consciousness. Yes, it is. So take advantage of this energy, y'all. Take advantage of this energy. So let's get into some joy news. So today is Wednesday, and that means it is our community cafe today. So please join us. This is something that we do at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, where I am the spiritual director, and we are having a ball with this book study. The book is Hack Your Pain Now, written by Sekou Wrights. Sekou is participating in the book study. He's our first author to be on this journey with us. This is, I think, week 7, something like that. So we are probably at commandments 7 and 8, if I have that right. And we are having a good time living this book, living the commandments. Sekou has given us an emergency survival guide and 10 easy commandments. And he even gave us a bonus commandment at the end. So you could join us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Get the book. You could still get the book. You could still participate. Hack Your Pain Now is available on Amazon in paperback, ebook, and video. Audio, not video, audio. All right. All right. So 7 p.m., rocklandcsl.org. There is the website where you would go to get the Zoom link under events, community cafe. And I hope to see you all there tonight. We have a good time, Imaja. We have a good time, sis. So, other announcements I would like to make are, let's see. That might be the only one for right now, y'all. That might be the only one. I don't want to talk about Sunday yet. Yes, Fee, we have a good time. You have a good time. Oh, Shay is weighing in on liminal. Yes, subliminal is below the threshold of conscious attention. Great word, liminal. Hardly anyone talks about this very disturbing phase of spiritual growth. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Shay. And I'm going to talk about subliminal because I think people are more familiar with subliminal than they are with liminal. So we're going to talk about that too Shay. Thank you for bringing that up. All right, y'all. So I'm just going to share that today. Join us for our community cafe. Support my ministry of joy. You can do so by visiting my Etsy store, purchasing joy merchandise, a sip joy mug, connect to your yes t-shirts, living life in joy t-shirts, and joy socks, which are my giving item to the organizations that Sekou supports in his hero ministry. So please subscribe, like, and share Morning Sip with Rev Melissa to your circle. I so appreciate you sharing the joy news. And I will see you all tomorrow for our continuing journey with Liminal Space. Liminal Space. So peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes.